Good morning and welcome to my first live in this group. Nobody's shown up and that's okay. It's a very small group. I didn't expect anybody to. If anyone does, then we can do some question and answers. And I'm just going to dive into the topic for today and I'm just going to go for a few minutes. I was going to leave time for Q&A, so I'm just going to stick with that. We're talking about the importance of tracking your food. This group is all about wellness, and we're shielding ourselves from lifestyle diseases like obesity and type 2 diabetes and heart disease. And what we eat, how much we eat, the quality of what we eat, these are all important in this in this shielding ourselves and adding life to our years. So tracking our food, why do it? Because I mean, we're aware of what we eat, right? Why do we need to track it? Well, we may not be as aware as we think. If often I'll bring clients on and I'll just have them start tracking their food, not going for any certain numbers or changing what they're eating at all. And invariably, they start tracking and they start losing weight. And it might not be a lot, but there is a change. And then there's also this mind shift. Oh, I didn't realize this had so many calories. Oh, I didn't realize that I wasn't getting enough fiber. So it's really an education all on its own. You don't need to have a coach looking at your food logs or your what you've been tracking to tell you what's going on. So I've got a list here I made of some of the points of tracking and why it's important. I'm just going to read through them. I'm not sure I'm going to get through them because I'm just going to be here for a few minutes. One, awareness and accountability. So I coach on an area coaching model, and it's um, A for awareness, R for responsibility, E for education, and another A for accountability. So awareness, responsibility, education, and accountability. And I feel that tracking your food does all of those. You're being accountable to yourself if you're not um, sending your food into a coach. You're getting an education, you're getting awareness, and you have the responsibility of tracking. And it's a pretty powerful coaching model, I feel. So you also can get better nutrient balance, especially if you're using an app that's going to be showing you where your nutrients are and what you kind of want to be shooting for. You can get an idea of where you're at. And it's just an idea because an app doesn't know you. It doesn't know your activity levels. It doesn't know your goals. So keep what the app would tell you with a grain of salt. Some that I like, MyFitnessPal is fantastic, and you don't need the paid version for it. Or I have an app also that also has exercise plans, and I can plug in all of the habits and things so that that is available to you. Another thing about tracking your food is portion control. It teaches you over time what portions work for your body. And so you don't have to track forever. You just use this tool to learn what your body needs and then move forward. And identifying food triggers, keeping a food journal, then as things happen, you can look back and, oh, I've been having this and I've been having this issue. Setting and achieving goals. That one I think is self-explanatory. If you have a goal of weight loss, then you are going to take about 3,500 calories off of your week. So you figure out where you are uh, to maintain your weight, how many calories a day kind of maintains your weight. And then you take about 250 to 500 calories off each day, and you'll lose weight. And there are some nuances in there. There's more to weight loss than just calories. We do want to look at quality of food and so you're not super hungry and that kind of thing, but tracking your food it's a science. It really works. We went over education. It's an educational tool, helps over time to improve your dietary choices because you're just hyper aware of what you're putting in your body and how you're feeling when you're putting certain things in, like your food diary. And also, studies have shown that tracking your food is linked to weight management. There's even other studies not about weight management, but about goals in themselves. If you think a goal, you're like 5%. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was super low in how you're going to achieve your goals. And then if you write them down, it goes up. And if you tell someone, it goes up. And so writing down your food is it's that writing down part of goal setting. And then customizable. So when I have someone come into my program, we don't change what they're eating. We don't give them a one size fits all meal plan. I mean, I've got lots of meal plans you could look at and get ideas, but it's what foods do you love, and how can we fit them into making sure that you're getting enough protein and carbohydrates and fats and fiber and other your micronutrients in your water, and your tracking can show that, and you can be eating the foods that you love. So that brings me to another point of another thing with tracking is you can learn about those macros, your protein, fats, and carbohydrates, and see what you're eating, and then maybe experiment with different ratios of those and get some education on what different ratios will help you with what goals you want. So that's the tracking in a nutshell, and basically why I think it's important that we do this, even if it's just for a time. I've been tracking my food for about 4 years now, and I'm finding that I don't need to anymore. Um, there will probably be times in my life that I'll need to go back and use it as a tool. Um, but it's just a tool to help you with your goals around looking, feeling, and performing your best. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you got value out of it, and I hope you have some takeaways. I hope you wrote down one or two things that you can put into practice for yourself. And if you didn't, go back and watch again and find one or two things that can move you forward to adding life to your years. Have a good one.